Hi guys, today I'm going to explain a compensation in Camunda. So if we talk about a distributed applications where we want a consistency, then we will do a two-phase commit. But in two-phase commit, if we have a multiple microservices and each microservices have different database, so in that case it is very difficult to maintain a consistency in two-phase commit. So to overcome this type of problem, Saga comes into a picture. Saga does a compensation if any, if in case any error happen, if required, so it does a compensations. So today I'll give you a sample example through I demonstrate how to user compensations in Camunda. How does Saga helps us to maintain a consistency? So before start, I'll give you a rough idea like what is compensation. So compensation is nothing but if we want to undo a previous transaction, if in case any error happen, we can undo using the compensation. So Camunda provides a very good feature to support a compensations. So if assume that I have a one application where if we consider a order, then order will have a like basic detail data, line item data, creates nodes. So what I had done, I had created three different microservice, like one for basic detail, one for line item microservice, and one for creates nodes. So if we see a happy scenario, like when any order received, like when, so it will create a basic detail and it will insert the operation, it will create a line item detail for that order, and then it will create a note, and after all this successfully completed, it will notify the user that order creation done, and it will end the process. Now if we talk about a failure scenario or negative scenario, assume that any nodes activity fail, then what will do. So as per our requirement, like we want to undo the line item which was created earlier, and want to delete all the basic detail which was created earlier. So if you see here line item, I have a multi instance, I have a list of line item for a particular order. So what will happen if any error come, or if this of the API goes down? So here I am checking in the response, what I am doing, I am checking a status code. So if the status code of this API is not equal to 200, it means something error happened in that API, some internal exception came, might be business logic or might be the API is down. So that time I'm throwing an exception, error Henry no response notes. So same way I'm here throwing. So here I am throwing an it this here it will catch the exception because I have written the error boundary name, error boundary node response node. So if you see, this is the error boundary catch event, and inside I have given the same name, error boundary node response nodes. So in this response I am throwing an error, and here it is catching an error. After then what I want to do, that is my requirement, so I want to cancel the transaction, I want to stop the execution. So this is my cancel transaction event. So this is my transaction box. Inside the transaction box I will have only one cancel transaction event, it will allow not more than one. So as soon as I will fire a cancel transaction event, what compensation does in Camunda, it will check which activity got executed successfully that needs to be revert back. So it will check if create line item got succeeded. So if any handler attached to that activity, so this is nothing but a handler. So this handler is attached to this activity, so it will fire this handler and it will delete the line item. Same way it will check any other activity happened executed successfully, it will find basic detail, and then whatever the handler associated to this activity, it is started executing like a delete basic detail. So the composition happened in reverse order. Like first it got succeeded, then it got, if this is failed, that first it will redo and then it will redo. So in reverse fashion, it will redo the transaction. So if you see this diagram, I have two delete line item. So this is my the composition handler associated to this composition. Then why do I need this one? So assume that here I am having a list of line item. Might be we can consider 100 line item. So if 50 line item, this is my multi-instance loop. So one by one, 50 line item got succeeded, 51 it got failed. So ultimately this activity got failed. So as soon as I am firing the cancel event, this activity will not call this one because the complete activity failed. When this will call, if this activity got succeeded, like all the line item 100 got succeeded, it moved to next step, and this failed, then only it will redo this one. So in this case, if 50 line item got executed successfully and 51 got failed, in that scenario, we manually need to delete that 50 line item because this activity not completed successfully. So it will not call this. We manually need to delete the 50 line item, and then we are canceling the transaction. So it will make sure whatever the transaction happened before, like this got succeeded, those I want to revert back. So here it will revert back once all the execution, whichever activity got succeeded, that all revert back done. Finally, the control will come over here catch event. So this is my throw event and this is my catch event. So everything redo done, then finally it will come to a catch cancel transaction, and it will this is up to us. So I'm notifying the user that order cancellation done, and I want to end the process. So this is my transaction box. So how I create this diagram, I just quickly show you. So same way I am creating here. This is my start event, and this is my subtask. I need to select here the change type to sub process. And after sub process, I need to expand the not reversible, and then I need to place here. So it okay, and then again I need to click and select the change type, and then select the transaction. So so whatever the activity happen inside, it will compensate, and then I am ending the process. So simply I am okay. So what I am doing, I am attaching a this, and I am ending this. So what will happen? This is my service task where I am calling one of the API, and this is also my another service task where I am calling another API, and I want to attach compensation. So this is my assume that basic detail operation is happening, inserting basic detail data insert. So if this basic detail data fail, I want to attach a compensation. What I want to do, this is my compensation boundary event. What I want to do, I am adding a handler attached to this activity that will, I need to select the change types, what type of operation I want to do, and then I need to delete the basic detail, what earlier entry happened. Same way, this is my line item. So this is up to us. I want to revert back or not revert back. If I want to revert back, then I will attach a handler associated to this, like same way as this. If I don't want to attach any handler, then keep as it is. No need to attach any handler, and it will end the process. So after then, if any based on the status code, like API will fail, I am attaching a error boundary event. I need to change a error boundary event. So if this API got failed in response, I'm throwing and this will catch and it will end the transactions. So I'm changing here a cancel and event. So as soon as this cancel and event will fire, it will redo the transaction. Same way I am attaching over here. So error boundary event, this if the line item API will fail, what I am doing, I am changing. So I'm attaching, I want to, if any error happen, I want to cancel the transaction. So I will select this line and I am pointing to this. So as soon as line item will fail, it will check which activity got succeeded like basic detail and it will redo this operation. Finally, I will attach a catch cancel event. So this is my catch cancel event, cancel boundary event. And what operation I want to do, like I want to some mail a notification to the user, then I'll send the task, it will send a mail and then I will end the process. So in this way, I designed the diagram. So this is my transaction box. This is my cancel and event. This is my catching cancel and event. And this is the error boundary event. And this is compensation handler associated to this activity. So so if you see, this is my entire transaction. I am doing a redo.